Hey, boo. Hey, welcome back to the Patreon community. I am so grateful to see you guys. I am Jineen. I am a mindset and transformational coach, and I am here to serve you some tea. We're going to be doing our March recording, so I want to make sure if you haven't listened, go back and watch what we did for January. And that's when I was talking about giving yourself grace. We was talking about accountability. We were talking about systems that we can use and how we can kind of unstuck our minds. Okay. And so I feel like for March, let's dig into authenticity. I also said on that last video that I want to provide value for you. So if there is something particularly that you want me to kind of touch on for you, like answering questions and tips, send me an email at intentionalqueenjourney@gmail. But all the information is right off of my website that I put here. And you can contact me and let me know, is there something that you would like me to share more on? And if it's something that's super big that I might be able to dig on, maybe I'll throw it on as a podcast episode. But I want to go ahead and give you what you need. So last episode was based off of one of my past clients that wanted me to dig a little bit more into systems, and I wanted her to also know, give yourself grace in that space because it takes time. Remember, a learned habit takes 21 days, which is about 3 weeks. So that's another thing. Okay. So this month, we're talking about authenticity, right? You're going to see some Instagram lives that I'm having with a couple of people, and we're going to be going ahead and digging in. So if you are not following me at Intentional Queen Journey, please do that. Your girl's on TikTok, we on Instagram. Come follow your girl over there, okay? I like to have the queens come out and support me. So authenticity is going to be all about March, okay? Because it's about being your authentic self. What does being your authentic self? That means being the truest and best version of yourself, right? I always talk about level up yourself, right? Level up your intentional queen to a better you. That's what I talk about. That's what I want for you. Okay. And so I think that's what we're going to dig on. Okay. I'm going to talk about your life being extra. We're going to talk about love languages. We're going to talk about superwoman syndrome. We're going to talk about shining your light. And we're also going to talk about running your race. And the reason why I'm bringing up all these things is because these are layers that we're going to need. We're in the first quarter, right, of 2023. You got your word of the year. You got your goals set out. Now you probably got an accountability partner, team, or you coaching with me because I need to see you. Okay. And once you have that, then we're going to break it down in systems. And then we're going to go ahead and just get it done. Now we're in the next phase of how do I show up as me and all those different things, right? So, first, that is your thoughts lead to feelings that lead to actions that lead to results. So, that's where the first one is called my like is their like is extra, is what we say, but you know how you be on Facebook or you be on Instagram and you watch how many likes people getting, and people use the like button as something to justify their worth. And what I always say is your self-worth is always 100, whether you're winning or you're learning. And so you're never really failing. And you might hear too, hurry up and fail already. Right. I did an episode called Shine Bright Like a Diamond. I dug into that. So if these are some of the things that you're struggling with, make sure to listen to that episode. I'll make sure to drop it down in these notes. And so what I was saying with that is I had did an Instagram, and I think her name is Tina Nichols, and she's a motivational speaker. And she says sometimes in life you have to cut off people, right? And you want to take everybody with you. And when you take everybody with you, you carry so much weight. Okay. And it's pressure. And you don't really get to become your authentic self because you're trying to be there for everybody else and not really being who you want to be. And so then you use their likes to dictate how you running your own race. Mm-mm. Run your own race based off of what you want to do, right? Because their like is extra. Once you love and like you, right? Because we talk about self love, self healing, and growth mindset all day. Once you know who you're worth, who you are, what you like, what you want to do, you build boundaries, right? Who boundaries for? Boundaries are for you. They're not for them because people gonna come. Okay, it's y'all mess up your boundaries, but that's not what we're doing for you. When you do that, it helps you gain more authenticity in yourself, right? It helps you become your more truest version of yourself because you built yourself on I like me, I love me, I am a good person, I am doing this, I'm doing that. And their stuff becomes extra because the noise of the world will sometimes boggle you down. If you're a fellow introvert, then you understand that sometimes it's easier to fall back and not be engaged in stuff. But then you learn you miss out. And people miss out on you because you have a gift. And that's where it means shine bright like a diamond. Shine your light. We all have something that we can contribute and that we have value in. So don't dim your light because it's making people feel uncomfortable. Okay. And if you need to, you create a tribe, right? We talk about the tree all the time. For one of my clients, I became her branch. I probably started off as her leaf and then I'm her branch. And I laugh because I want you to understand that sometimes that's you. You need a minute, you need a beat, and that is okay. So their like is extra. Your like's more important, but their like is bonus. So anything else that comes to you or after that is an extra layer to what you're doing. But it starts from within, right? We're doing cocoon work. Now, figuring out your love languages, right? So February already happened. And so, it'll be all about self love, right? Because that's the loving month, and people put so much onto February 14th. So I want you to kind of understand that it's a love day, but do something special for yourself. So I pray that you guys had a great February 14th and you did something for you. Okay. And love languages, Gary Chapman has a book, The Five Love Languages. And I also did a podcast episode on that. And so you should go back and listen to that. But they label out the five love languages. And I would love for you to go back. Now, I do got notes on that. So you're going to see me pull that out for you. And I would think that it would be good for you to rewind. So let's go over the five love languages, right? So the five love languages here are words of affirmation, right? So that's your value words, talking to yourself nice, that positive self talk, right? And it can be in verbal or written form. And then we have quality time. I'm slowing down because some people like to write. Quality time. So that means it's a new skill, you're trying to invest time with yourself, you have hobbies and passions. It's a valuable resource, right? Time is something you do not get back. That's something I had to learn. You don't. So pivoting off of spaces, off of people, things that do not serve me anymore, letting go, backpack. That's Door to Explorer all day. You do not have to carry the weight of others in their opinions of you and all that. That helps you with authenticity. That's why I bring it up here. Receiving gifts is another thing, right? So we got words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts. So that means treating and investing in yourself, right? You're treating yourself by coming into this space, right? You pay to come into the Patreon community. You're creating a community for yourself. You're creating a branch, which then at some point you're going to get some leaves out of here too, okay? So that's an investment into yourself. Okay, it does not have to always be monetary. I invest in myself 1 hour a day, whether I'm walking, whether I'm drinking my water. Listen, I already got like a thing that has the times on it because that was more important to me. I'm up here having this caffeine, but I need my water. And so find something for you that keeps you on track. It's becoming a trained habit for me that I'm like, all right, I'm going to fill it up. So I fill it up the night before and I'm keeping an eye on my time and I'm drinking my water because I want to do better, right? Heard what I said? I want to do better. Not that I need to do better. I want to do better. That talking to myself nice, okay? That quality time. Being present in the moment. Ooh, who that for? Being present in the moment about it because when you're present, then you can take time out and just be one with whoever you're with or just whatever you're doing. Like, say you're into journaling, like put your phone away, turn all the distractions off, the TV off, all that, and focus on the journaling. You're with someone, focus just on them because, I've had people die. I have clients who their family members had died. And when you realize that life is just so precious, you realize that just spend that time because you don't get it back. So receiving gifts, I told you about that. And you don't have to, you just spend some money or activities that make you happy. Next thing is acts of service and practical self-care. Okay. Taking practical steps to make your life easier and run smoothly. Are you a planner like me? Okay, so this is you right here, acts of service. Okay, so keeping things tidy, lighting some candles, getting your whole schedule out, right? We talked about that on last month's Patreon, and I talked about getting a schedule and then I have my accountability group set up that we got it every 4 weeks. So, I mean, they behold me like every other week. And at first I was like, man, I didn't ask for this, but they hold me to the thing. And it's good because the things that I don't like to do, you might need somebody there. You can't be everywhere. Sometimes you need somebody that's like looking from the outside in, like, all right, I see you said that's what you want to do, girl, out here. We need to get you to the next page. How we gonna do it? You said you want to do. So acts of service and being a planner and being intentional. Remember, I said about 21 days before you hit like a habit where it's a train habit. So, this is all building off of what I've been talking about since December, which was talking about your vision board and your word of the year. So, what I'm doing is giving you little inlets to help you keep going. Physical touch is the other one, right? So, what are you doing to make your body feel good? Are you pampering yourself? Do you like massages? Are you moving, appreciating your body? I started like walking more. I had an injury, so I couldn't really do the type workouts I used to do, but my legs ain't broke. And so, what else can I do with these legs? What else can I do? Like trying a little yoga, you know what I mean? Trying a little meditation. I got that Calm app. It was suggested to me, and so I do the Calm app. Sometimes I do that at night if they have like a gratitude with rain and stuff like that. I play that just to chill my mind out. Another thing you could do is work on deep breathing exercises. I'm gonna work about that. I'll probably be talking about that on the podcast. And it was just like, just really, and just slowing down and taking, just feeling it in every little segment of your body, all the way down to your feet. And then it's just like clench and then release. And it is helpful for me. So if you're like me in that aspect, hopefully that's another pearl that you can keep, because I'm always about sharing. I feel like if you hoard your knowledge, it's not good. Okay. So that helps you with decrease in superwoman syndrome, because superwoman syndrome is I need to be there for everybody and they mama. And no, that's not what you're doing in this season. You're in your soft woman season, right? That's what we're doing. And so when you're in soft woman season, it's about realizing what's important, what can wait till later, is this affecting me, knowing my boundaries out here, and pivoting up off of my word of the year and working them goals and staying accountable to them goals however I see fit, right? Loving on myself and realizing what love language I like and give myself that so I can refuel myself. Okay. If you're not on the Intentional Queen Refuel, that's the free newsletter come out the last Thursday of every month. I give you journal prompts. We talk about these type things. So that's something important. If you're new here and you're not on the list, go ahead and get on the email list. And it's at Intentional Queen Journey. It's at the bottom of the screen. I talk about running your own race, right? Did you know horses? What happens with horses is, race horses, they wear these things over their eyes because the racer does not want you to see, what other people are doing, because we get in comparison spirit. So that's another thing about authenticity is shine your light, but just run your race because you are enough right where you are today. I think sometimes we be so ready to be over here, but we don't embrace right here. We don't sit right here. I'm speaking to my old self. I'm healed from that too. And that's one thing I believe in helping my clients is I only really show you where I've been. Meaning, like when I say I can help you, I help you from where I had to overcome. And that was something huge, of being present in the moment. I have a son, if y'all didn't know that, and he's 6 and he's in karate and all that stuff. But I'm very intentional now. Whenever I'm doing duties with him, phone goes down, computers off, or we're at his karate. I'm watching him. He looking to see what I'm doing. I'm watching him. He can see I'm focused. I'm in the moment. You don't get these moments back. Okay, that's key. So all month of March, we're going to be doing authenticity. You heard me talk about their like is extra. Find out what your love language is. Journal that. Okay. Superwoman syndrome. It's not what we're doing today. Shine your light, run your own race. And, just start looking out for areas that can be pivoted on, but give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. I feel like that's really important for some people. And I'll make sure to put some more information down in the show notes. The podcast comes out every other Thursday on whatever favorite streaming app, but it's also playing on the website. If this helped you, go ahead, shoot me an email, intentionalqueenjourney@gmail.com. Either let me know if you need me to answer something. I can go ahead and put it on the podcast or throw it here in the Patreon. And if you need one-on-one coaching, come see your girl because I'm ready for you, okay? This is what we can do. We get winning results out here, okay? And guys, I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.